Unsolved, Episode 109, Zodiac Killer Case, Joseph K. Hamlin. So on the last episode, we were trying to establish a connection between Peggy Hamlin and Joe Hamlin of RCC, or of Rodney Hamlin's family. And I said I had the answer. And the answer is, there's no connection. At least I can't find a connection. I can't find any information about this Joseph Hamlin Jr. But what I did was I went and checked Joe Hamlin, who graduated from Ramona High School, and I found information about him. And he is not the one that Peggy married. And then I looked into Rodney Hamlin's family, his brothers and his uncle, and I couldn't find a connection there either. So, not all leads are successful. Sometimes there's disappointment. What I do know is Peggy Kelly married Robert Biggs and divorced him. And then around 1967 married Joseph K. Hamlin, who was in the Navy. And then I found out that she divorced him in 1969. But I got conflicting information because his middle initial is K, and yet the divorce information says Joseph Hamlin Jr. So I guess that doesn't eliminate a K, but I can't find any Joseph K. Hamlin anywhere. So then what I did was I moved on and went to Joe Hamlin of Ramona High School. And he's a local kid. And so he went there as a sophomore and a junior and a senior and graduated from there. And then he continued his education at Riverside City College. And he went there for several years. So, not sure why, but he was there from 64, 65, and 66. And I don't know if he went beyond there. But what I found out is it doesn't look like he was in the military. He stayed in Riverside. And he's still alive. And he's on Facebook. So I ruled him out as marrying Peggy Hamlin. So I moved on to Rodney Hamlin's older brothers and uncle. And the problem there is Rodney's oldest brother was born in 1933. And so he's not really old enough to have a son that could marry in 1967. And then Rodney's other brother, Dennis, or Denny, he's even younger. And so he's not old enough. So then I moved on to his uncle. And the problem there is his uncle is not that much older than his oldest brother. And he was married, or he got married, on February 21st, 1954. And so, again, he wouldn't be old enough to have a son that was getting married in 1967. So all the leads went cold. You can't win them all. Well, I finally did find out who Joseph K. Hamlin is. That's because the K is a typo, or it's just not correct. His name is Joseph Gaston Hamlin Jr. He was born in 1942. And there's the information with Peggy May Hamlin. And he's from North Carolina. So he has no connection to Rodney Hamlin whatsoever in any way. Well, this ends this episode of Unsolved. And on the next episode, I'm not sure what we're going to look at, but I still want to keep focusing on the Cheri Jo Bates murder. So I'll see you the next time.